Welcome, guys. Happy Sunday. Crypto FUD. Let's get right into this. All right, so we're going to do an update from yesterday's DOGELON Mars coin. And I say that because someone corrected me in the comments. I was calling it DOGELON, which I have been calling it DOGELON for like the last year. So I'm sure people were looking at me like I was crazy. I'm from the Doge coin era, so you see that Doge in front and you want to just say Doge, but we're going to correct myself, DOGELON. Hope everybody's having a great weekend. So just to start off, basically we still have the same chart up. Looks like we did see a little bit of a cool off as of yesterday, but fear not. From what I'm about to show you guys, I think we might be in for a possible run. You know, anything can happen, but let's see what the possibilities might be. So if you see yesterday, we topped out somewhere around 4.5. I want to just point this out. This is a local high. This isn't an all-time high, but this is a local high for the last 6 months. So we go back towards the end of last year, around October of 2022. If you look, we topped out around 4.5. And if you can actually look, I'm going to circle this real quick so you can kind of, if you see this spot right here, right? Look, I'm putting a bunch of zeros. So look, basically where it topped out right here, where it was hitting massive resistance, is exactly where we hit yesterday at that 4.5 mark. Exactly. So basically what I'm showing is it looks like we're definitely going to have to get past that spot, that 4.5. It's going to be a major resistance spot. But if we can keep retesting it, I think what we might be looking at is some kind of a reversal move from what we saw over here. If you saw, this is pretty much where we're at right now on this spot right here. This is 6 months ago of last year. I'm talking about instead of this, all-time high, or not all-time high, but this local high, and then maybe a bounce, but not as high as the previous high. And again, almost another bounce, but again, not as high as the previous high. If you see how it kind of went like that, I want to say that we're doing something like that, but reverse. So we might see something to where we can maybe, if we keep testing this, we might be able to break through this. And obviously our next local resistance spot will be somewhere around the 5 mark. Test that multiple times, maybe do a bounce, and then same thing again where we jump up and we hit this 5.4 mark. Just throwing it out could be the possibilities. What I will say is from this area, from where we're in right now, this was a bearish area that we were in. Everything else, the market, we had a lot of things going on in the market. Everything was just bringing it, everything was going down. So DOGELON was, no exception. It was, following the market, the major coins. If you look at right here, we're in a bullish area. I'm not saying we're in a bull market, but we're in a bullish area right now. The feed and greed index has everything in the green, where, it's basically almost back to where it was in 2021 area, where the greed is actually starting to hit. We could be going into a bullish scenario is basically all I'm saying, and we could see some kind of reverse from this area happening here. So we'll keep monitoring it. We'll keep looking at it, and I'll definitely will keep you guys with updates if there's any big moves. So right now, locally, for right now, what I'll say is this is probably going to retest this mark right here, which is the 3.9. We could not even do that, but it looks like it wants to maybe retest, and it did before. You see right here yesterday, it bounced right off that line, and we moved right back up. That is perfectly fine as long as we keep hitting that, and it's formed some nice support. Sometimes it needs to bounce on these lines multiple times to feel comfy, and that's where people are all right. They think we're at a low for the day or for the week when we drop down that 2, 3, 4%, which is going to be down on that line, and that could be your move to where we start moving up again, doing some kind of a reversal like this pattern right here. Another thing that I wanted to pull up, let's see here. I wanted to pull this up real quick. So if you see this blue line, it's pretty much where we're at right now. Actually, let me see this other chart. Same thing. So if you see this blue line where we're at right now, we're basically, if I was to zoom in, if you see this run up, right? This was the initial to going into the all-time high. This was back in 2021 when we were in that bull market. If you see this blue line, if I was to zoom in, this actually peaked over the line the blue line represents where we're at right now. We peaked over and we bounced right on this line that we're at right now. Pretty much what we're doing right now. I just want to throw that out there that, all this is not out of possibilities that we could be maybe moving up to some kind of movement. I ain't going to say we're going to move up 1,000%, but we could definitely be moving into some territory that we haven't seen in quite some time. So I just wanted to point this out, not financial advice. I see you guys out there, beautiful community. I thank you guys so much for the support. Make sure you guys are liking and subscribing. We'll keep you guys updated on all this going on. Hope you guys have a wonderful Sunday.